guys, it's Jody here. Welcome back to my channel, or hello for the very first time. Today we are going to declutter my blushes, and I can 100% guarantee that this is going to be a lot easier for me, that a lot more blushes are going to be going out the door than there were eyeshadow palettes. Eyeshadow palettes are my weakness, blushes are not, so they're a little easier to get rid of and purge for me. I just wanted to let you guys know because I did get a lot of direct messages and questions about purchasing any of the products that I wanted to get rid of, and I probably should have clarified this in the last one, but I'm new to doing declutter videos. Any products that I decide that I am not going to keep, I try to pass on. First and foremost, I will offer any of my makeup, skincare products, anything like that to my local women's shelters, safety escape houses, and see what they will take. A lot of times they won't take open makeup. We also do have some local charities that do makeup on people going through severe illness to give them a pick-me-up. The Get Back to Work program for women that have previously, say, been in shelters or gone through hard times that are trying to get back into the workforce. Well, they would do makeup on them, and a lot of those programs are able to sanitize the things that I give them, and they will use them. Anything beyond those charities that they won't sort of accept, maybe they don't accept cream products, I will then open up and give to my sister and my girlfriends. So I do not sell my used makeup, but it does go to good locations, or at least as many charities as possible. I will gather a whole bunch of it up, and then I show up with bags, and they go through and take what they will and leave the rest, and then I carry on. I do not sell or pass on any of my personal makeup products to subscribers, just because nothing against you guys. There's nothing against you guys, and I would love to be able to pass it on to you guys, but just due to sanitation and legal reasons, I just think that that's sort of a sticky and unsafe road to go down. So just so you guys know, I won't be selling it, I won't be passing it on to you, but let's get into this because there's a shitload to get through, and Mama's got a purge. First up, I have this Rimmel Kate Moss. If you guys saw my last haul, I just purchased this to try out from the drugstore, so we'll be hanging on to that one. I'll keep over there, get rid of over there. Next thing is this Real Her Be Fearless set. We received this in BoxyCharm, I believe, last month. I've tried it a couple times. I am not a big fan, but it's still basically, sorry, Axel's here. It's still basically brand new, and I'm gonna pass it on. Somebody else might really enjoy this, and I'm just not, so we'll pass that on. Next up, we have this Becca, what was this called? This was called the Blushed with Light palette. When I first got this, sorry if these mirrors flash you guys a little bit. There's nothing I can do about that. I'll try and cover it up. When I first got this, I used the stink out of it, but I've come to realize that while I really enjoy the formulas, I just don't grab this that much anymore. I used to grab it all the time. I don't grab it anymore. They're a beautiful product, so we're gonna send this one on its merry way and see if someone else can give this Becca palette some love. I would be one of those people that's much better off not buying a blush palette and just sticking to singles that I really like. Next up, I have the Marc Jacobs, what is this one called? Night Fever and Hot Stuff. I'm not getting rid of this. I love this blush. As you guys could probably tell, it gets used a heck of a lot. I have a tendency to keep my brush over on this side a little bit more than over there. It gets a little out of control dark, but I love this. This is really good. These are beautiful. They're expensive, but they're lovely if you find a color that you like. Okay, next up, I have my box blush from Benefit California. If you guys saw my best of 2017, you guys know this isn't going anywhere. This is so stinking good. I apologize if Axel's whining in the background. He's setting me crazy. He wants so very badly to see what's going on. Okay, it's just blushes, dude. Carry on your merry way. All right, next up I have another box blush. This is from Benefit. I never really talk about this one on my channel, and I really should. This is Dallas. This is just a phenomenal blush. I don't know if it works for everyone. It looks like nothing in a swatch. Like, I mean, look at that. It looks like hardly anything in a swatch. It doesn't really get my mojo going, but on the cheeks, it's beautiful. So those are gorgeous. Just in case you guys don't realize, blushes are something that I get rid of an awful lot. I go through them quite a bit. Next is this. I put this in a blush, but yeah, I wasn't really sure where to put it. I decided to put it in with my blushes. This is the Zoeva Opulence. They call it the blush palette. This is more of an all-over face palette. If you saw that review, I will link it down below. Not my favorite, but I think someone else may really enjoy it of a different skin tone. So I'm going to put that in my giveaway pile. Next up, I've got this guy here. This is the Clinique Chubby Cheek Color Balm. There is nothing wrong. This is beautiful. I mean, look at that. This is a beautiful little product. I've just come to realize that I don't like cream blushes. I keep trying them hoping I will have different results and I will find one that I absolutely love. I just don't like them, and I know lots of people love them. I'm just not a fan. I prefer a powdered blush. So we're gonna send that on its merry way so it goes on to bigger and better things. Next up is my Tarte blush in Doll Face. I used to talk about this one a lot. This one is far past its expiry. She is beat up to all heck, but I love her. I'm actually gonna hang on to this one because I can still kind of make it work. Look how subtle that is. It just looks so nice. I just love this blush on me. I love this blush on me. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm definitely gonna be replacing it, and once I do, I'll toss this one because she's getting pretty old, but I just can't give her up. I can't give her up. Next up, I have the Tom Ford Sheer Cheek Duo in Bi-Coastal. This is gorgeous. You guys will see it still has pattern on it. A little of this blush goes a very long way. I love this combination. I love these. They're definitely not going anywhere. Oh, just in case you guys are wondering, I have a wet wipe over here, so in between swatches, I am wiping off my fingers. I'm keeping that. Next up, I have the NYX Street Cheeks blush palette. I haven't owned this very long, but I keep not wanting to grab it. I have tried it, especially this color, and this, well, these three at the bottom. I haven't really used any of these outside ones. I don't like it. The colors are beautiful, they swatch beautifully, but I just find the application on them is lacking compared to other blushes that I have, so I just have to really concentrate to reach for it. And why am I hanging on to it if it's that much work to try and reach for it? It's just not worth hanging on to. Someone else will love it far more than I do. Next up, I have a couple of Makeup Geek blushes. This first one here is Soulmate. And the next one here, I always forget what it's called, is Spellbound. These are really stinking pretty. They swatch, well here, I'll do a swatch of this one. They swatch beautifully, but they are pigmented as heck. I have to be careful using them, but they are bomb. They are really nice. I use them quite a bit and like them, so I'm gonna hang on to both of those for now. I need to wipe off this hand, yo. It's getting very pink and rosy. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush, and this one is in Natural Glow. I haven't owned this very long. I've only worn it about, I don't know, 5 or 6 times now. There's something almost highlighty about it, but it's gorgeous. I love it. I'm really enjoying this. I really like it so far. So I'm gonna hang on to that. Ooh, my keep and get rid of piles are almost even in this one. I'm impressed with myself, and I can see some more that are gonna go bye-bye. Next thing I have here is the Too Faced Love Flush Blush palette. I even did a giveaway on one of these. I enjoyed it so much. This is a beautiful palette. These are absolutely gorgeous blushes, but there's certain ones I use all the time. Love Hangover, Baby Love, and How Deep Is Your Love. These other 3 here have been touched but hardly used at all. Once again, this is a palette I was gaga over. I used it forever. I loved it, and I swear by this palette, it is so good. But because I have so many blushes at this point, I never reach for it anymore. I never touch it anymore, and there's nothing wrong with it. This is gorgeous. I still stand by my statement that this was a beautiful, beautiful palette. When I got it in my life, I didn't own a lot of blushes. This was perfect, but now I have tons, and it just doesn't really get touched anymore. It doesn't really serve its purpose, so off she goes. Oh my goodness, I am like decluttering. I'm going savage. Is that what they say these days? The next one is my Too Faced Papa Don't Peach. I love this blush. It's a little bit hard in the pan, but with the right brush, oh my god. I hope the colors are showing up on screen. As far as I can see, they're not. In real life, they're beautiful. I hope they're showing up well. This is a really nice blush. I think this is, oh, it smells so stinking good. This is beautiful. I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it forever. Next I have a couple of these Natasha Denona blushes. I have the Blush Duo in number 4, and I also have the Blush Duo in number 9, I think. Number 9. So the Blush Duo in number 4. These are stinking pretty. I really stinking love the product. I am keeping this one for sure. This is the one I'm on the fence about, and I knew I was gonna have to just do what I'm gonna do. This is number 9, I believe. Yeah, number 9 with Tutu and Matte Peachy Nude. It doesn't seem to matter what I do with this. This color duo was not made for my skin. It just wasn't made for my skin tone. I overestimated the shades. I wasn't able to swatch them in store, but you see that? It looks almost like a bronzer. It just does not, even with this on top, it just never really quite looks right on my skin tone. So as much as it pains me, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. I don't think people give them enough credit because they are softer and more subtle and less blam than some other blushes, but they're just gorgeous. But I'm gonna give that one away. Bye-bye, Natasha Denona. Oh, that was hard. That was a hard, that one almost breaks my heart to see that one go because she was expensive. Okay, next up we got the MAC Mariah Carey. This is Sweet Sweet Fantasy. Yes, Sweet Sweet Fantasy. If you guys saw my best 2017, you know this bitch ain't going nowhere. She's staying forever. Next one, I think I may have shown this in a haul. Maybe not. This is the Ciate Luminous Blushes. What were they called? I can't remember. I think they were called Luminous Blushes. This one was in the color Date Night. Oh, it doesn't even want to open. There's the color there. You guys will see how like swirled and used it is. I was really intrigued by this color here. But to get a brush in there, you have to swirl it around, and it just gets this weird luminosity that does not look quite right as a blush. Looks more like a highlighter, but is not the right shade for me for a highlighter. I think these they just don't work for me and what I like, but I think for the right person, they would probably love these. So I'm gonna pass it on too. Holy cow, we're decluttering like crazy. Next up, I'm gonna grab these little guys here. I have a Bare Minerals blush in True, and I have a Studio Makeup blush in it's just called Luminous Loose Blush. It doesn't really have a color on it. These are both really pretty. I purchased this one myself, and I believe this one may have come in a boxy charm, I want to say, and not that long ago. Here's the thing. While they're very, very pretty, I find that other than using a loose powder to set my face, I'm not a big fan of loose powders. I don't really enjoy them on my cheeks. I find them messy to work with, and I don't really like the mess. So I'm gonna send those on their merry way. Holy crapsicoli, guys, I am cleaning out. Okay, I have a few more Tarte blushes here. I got Party, I have Concept, and I have Celebrated. Celebrated, I know this one, you guys will see, I've tried it a lot. The problem with this is it never looks quite right. It never looks quite right. I think I would need to be more pale than I am to pull this off on my cheeks. It just looks like a sort of, not like a blush. It looks kind of more like a weird patch of miscolored skin, if that makes sense. So it's going bye-bye. I got these two little ones. I love these little blushes. I think they're great. This one is Concept, and you guys will see what happens with this one. It's just almost, it's like peachy but a little too orange. This one is Party. Party, I love. This one looks really nice on me. I'm keeping, but this little guy here in Concept, it's not terrible. I just have other peachy kind of sort of blushes that I like better, but I know I'm never, ever gonna reach for it, so she's going bye-bye. All right, next up, I have a couple of NARS blushes. I'm just gonna let you guys know right off the bat, I am gonna keep these. This is the Sarah Moon blush in, what's this called? Impudique. I don't know how the hell to say that. This is gorgeous. This is gorgeous, but she is pigmented. So someone my skin tone, you better use a light hand or you're going to get in trouble. This is gorgeous. I'm keeping it. I love it. This little guy in Ghoulie, I think, was a Sephora birthday blush. Oh, running out of clean fingers. I'm going to wash them off. This is gorgeous. I love this color. These are quite similar. This one's a lot more pink. This one's a lot deeper tone with sort of a gold. They're both a little shimmery, but they both really look nice on the skin. pretty. I'm gonna show you guys next my buyer's remorse, and these are gorgeous, but I have to pass them on. These are the set of Lila B. I think it was called the B Merry set for Christmas. This is in Be Memorable and Be Dazzling. So this is Be Memorable. Oh, there it is. And this is Be Dazzling. You guys, I don't always put what I've worn on my videos, but I've worn these quite a bit. I just find, I don't know, the creaminess of them, some people would really like this, but this is, once again, just a nod to myself, to the understanding that I am not a fan of cream blushes, and I'm not the biggest fan of super creamy highlights or blush toppers either. These are so heavy. They're so beautifully made, and I think for the right person, they would be a perfect product. I just have now realized that I am the wrong person, and I'm just gonna stop buying cream or loose blushes, but I have to pass these on, otherwise they will just sit in my drawer neglected and dry up. So let's just spread the love. Listen to them. Hi, Axel. Hi, baby. Are you helping with blushes? All right, next, and this is the last group of blushes. I have a bunch of these Clinique Cheek Pops. Okay, puppy, you gotta move. This is not working out. I have a bunch of these Clinique Cheek Pops. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with these. This one for sure I am keeping. This is Ginger Pop. This is beautiful. I use it a lot. It's gorgeous. This one here, I bought in kind of a Clinique pack. I was really excited about sorry, I should take the lid off. I was really excited about kind of the lavender color in it. I thought it would work really, really well. I am more neutral tone, and this is just too cool tone for me. It just looks really funny, even with how pale I am. So I gotta pass this on because it was just a bad color selection on my part. These two are the two that I'm torn on. This is Pink Honey, and this is Heather Pop. These are both really stinking pretty. I'm just gonna swatch them. Okay, so the top one here is gonna be Heather Pop. Oh my gosh. And this next one down here is gonna be Pink Honey. I mean, look at those. They're beautiful. They're both pretty, and I use both of them. You know what? I'm gonna keep them for now. All right, guys. Well, that is it for this blush declutter. If you guys are enjoying my declutter videos, please let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this one, for sure, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And as always, thanks so much for stopping by, guys. I will see you all next time.